Hey, welcome to our explainer. Today, we're diving into a really interesting YouTube strategy that makes a huge claim: how to find a massive audience in a niche with basically zero competition. So what's the secret? Well, it involves the biggest YouTuber on the entire planet. And a little bit of AI. Let's get into it.
You know, trying to grow a YouTube channel right now can feel like showing up to a gold rush way too late. I mean, with over 100 million channels out there, finding a truly original idea that can actually get views feels almost impossible. But what if there was a way to just sidestep all that competition? The strategy our source material suggests is all about finding a kind of backdoor. It's a way to tap into a gigantic ready-made audience, but by giving them content in a format that almost nobody else is using. All right, so here it is, the core idea. It's surprisingly simple, really. You take one of MrBeast's mega viral videos and you use AI to transform the whole thing into a cartoon. You're basically taking his guaranteed to work content and just putting a totally new, fresh coat of paint on it. And this is why our source claims it's such a golden opportunity. The assertion is that a whopping 80% of creators have no idea this niche even exists. And if that's actually true, it means the field is just wide open for the taking. So why would this even work? It's pretty simple. You are not starting from zero, not even close. You are plugging directly into the massive, super dedicated fan base of YouTube's #1 creator. People are already searching for MrBeast, and this strategy offers them his content in a style they've never seen before, which could drive literally millions of views. Okay, so how do you actually do this? Well, the whole process starts with what you could call harvesting the raw material. Before any of the AI fun begins, the very first step is to break down the original video into individual still frames. So the process kicks off by just downloading one of his videos. Then you use a free app, something like Video to Photo Frame Capture, and you set it to automatically pull one high-quality picture every 4 seconds. What this does is it gives you this perfect sequence of all the key moments from the video, all ready for the next phase. So you start with a totally normal frame from the video, right? Something just like this. It's clear, but it's nothing special. And then, this is the transformation. That exact same frame gets fed to an AI, and it comes out looking like a super vibrant, stylized cartoon. The characters, the background, everything is completely reimagined. This visual jump is the entire foundation of the whole strategy. This brings us to the AI engine, which is really the heart of this whole thing. The next step is taking those still, static cartoon images and actually bringing them to life as short, animated clips. And the best part? You can do it all with a free AI tool. Now, the workflow is pretty straightforward, but it does require some patience. You upload each frame, one by one, to an AI like Croc. Then you use a simple prompt, something like, make this image in a cartoon style, and let it generate the new picture. After that, you use a feature right inside the tool to animate that picture into a little video clip, and then you just do that over and over for every single frame you extracted. Okay, so once you have a folder that's just jam-packed with all these short AI animated clips, it is time for the final assembly. This is where you stitch everything together in a video editor like CapCut to create the final complete cartoon video. The editing process is absolutely key here. You bring in all your clips and you lay them out in the right order. But here's the crucial part. You extract the audio from the original MrBeast video and use that as the main soundtrack for your new cartoon. You have to make sure you mute the audio on all those little individual AI clips you made. And the final polish? Well, that's all in the details. You've got to carefully sync your new cartoon clips to match up perfectly with the original audio, then a quick color grade to make the style really pop, and maybe a subtle vignette effect can give it that professional finish before you export the whole thing. Now, before you even think about hitting publish, our source highlights one final, absolutely non-negotiable step. This is, you could argue, the single most important part of the entire process, if you actually want your channel to last. That final step is voice alteration. The source is very clear. You must use an editor to slightly change the pitch of the original audio. So why do that? It's all about trying to avoid those automated copyright flags and any potential monetization problems down the road. It just adds one more layer of transformation, which is so important in the world of fair use. And that kind of brings us to the big question, doesn't it? After breaking down this whole process, what is this, really? Is it a clever innovation, transforming existing content into something totally new and different? Or is it just high-tech imitation?
just riding the coattails of someone else's incredible success. The source presents it as a growth hack, but where that line falls between creativity and copying, well, that's something every creator using a strategy like this is going to have to decide for themselves.